All right, so hi everybody. Welcome to the Business Spotlight Series. I'm Mark McNulty, President, Action Coach, Bluegrass in Southern Indiana. And today I have with me Ray Strothman, founder and chairman of Strothman+Co. And he's also a member of the Executive Council. And he's my guest today. I met Ray when I first came to Louisville as one of the first business people I met. And it's always been a privilege to meet and talk with him as he has built an amazing company. So today we're going to be talking about his business journey, the journey to ownership, the challenges, things he's done to build his business over the years. And we're going to learn a lot from Ray. I have over the years. Now, if this is your first time listening to one of our Spotlight series, be sure to like and subscribe so that you get notifications every time we update with an interview. So Ray, welcome. And thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Mark. I'm happy to be here. I've always admired you and what you do for your clients.
Oh, thank you. So set the stage for our listeners and viewers. Tell us a little bit about, Strothman, kind of the journey you've been on from when you started and, hit the ground running, doing the footwork to grow your practice to where you're at today as a really big and good sized full service CPA firm.
So, Mark, I'm a native of Louisville. I was raised in the Germantown neighborhood, went through the parochial school system, St. X High School, Bellarmine University. At Bellarmine, I was fortunate as a sophomore to obtain an internship at Ernst & Ernst at the time. It's now, I guess, Ernst & Young. But it was great. I hit the ground running. I always had a desire to be in accounting, and Bellarmine is a great school with a great reputation, great CPA record of their graduates. So when I left, when I stayed with Ernst about 10 years, I left there and started a firm, Carpenter, Strothman & Bolin, for 3 years. Stayed there and decided that I wanted to start my own thing because of the culture. I believed in giving back. I think that giving back is the way you succeed in life and the way you succeed in business. So I started Strothman & Company a little over 40 years ago. I know it sounds a long time ago, but and it's been a great journey. Basically, when I started, I wanted to fill a void between what the big, large firms can do and what some of the smaller sole proprietors can do. And, and I got a lot of great experience in Ernst and at a high level from both an audit and from a tax perspective. So I felt like there was a need in the marketplace for entrepreneurial businesses, family business owners. So the purpose of starting the firm was to fill that void in the marketplace. And it's worked. Over the years, we've grown significantly. We provide significant accounting, audit, tax, advisory type services for many entrepreneurial businesses, nonprofit organizations, and government agencies.
So how many employees do you have now?
Right now we have 85 employees, so we grew from just me 40 years ago to 85. We have close to 50 CPAs, and, we have 12 partners. So we have a really great management group that provides great services for our amazing clients.
So after 40 years, founder, chairman. So, what's your day-to-day like? What's your current role in the business?
My role is more advisory. I'm still involved in clients. I'm still reviewing tax returns, but it's more of a strategic type review. I try to work with at a high level with our clients with respect to not only saving them taxes, but also, helping them with whatever their financial and administrative and marketing opportunities are. So we work with many startups. Our theme has been we help entrepreneurs grow at every stage, every day. And part of that is to really see these companies grow and become successful, provide employment in the community. So it's really been a great run, Mark. It's fun. It's fun to help people grow and make money. And guess what happens when they make money? They're willing to pay their fees. which is
Yep,
good for us.
that's always important. So,
Exactly.
so that's awesome. So how have you built, so tell our viewers how you've built your leadership team over the years, because as you went from you to 85, you've built your partners, you've built your leadership team. Tell us kind of what was that process like?
Early on, I mean, I attended a number of programs on and listened to many audio tapes on how to build a CPA firm. I was involved in marketing. I think early on I was probably more like what the market is today. I was out there, uh, being involved in organizations, making relationships, doing a little bit of advertising. I mean, we don't get that much business from advertising, but really developing relationships that ultimately led to growth of the firm. I learned early on that you need to learn how to negotiate, how to deal with people. I think business relationships are important, both in terms of hiring people and in terms of attracting business to our firm. So I was able to do that. And one thing we did from day one is I started an educational series. We started a seminar series. So our firm has had an ongoing seminar series since I started the firm. I mean, originally it might be 10 people in a room. Now we'll have hundreds of people in a room, where we provide CPE for CPAs who are either controllers, CFOs for our clients, or for just our clients, our business owners who want to know about what they can do to make their business better, how they can save on taxes, how they can be more strategic, how they can use technology in their business. So over the years, it's just really been a matter of one day at a time, one step at a time, one person at a time, one client at a time, and to attract and retain the best and brightest people.
Okay, so along those lines, we talked a little bit before we got started, just about the challenges of team, and every business I talk to out there, that's a challenge. So what are some things you do to make Strothman an attractive career for somebody either coming out of school or looking to get into public accounting, whether it's from school or from another firm or another just another type of accounting?
Right.
What kinds of things do you do to attract great people?
Yes. So I mean, we attract different people. I mean, one of the sources of employment in our firm would be an internship program at the schools. Mm-hmm. So we recruit at Bellarmine, University of Louisville, Indiana University Southeast, plus around the country, really, just whatever resumes come our way. So we try to be on campus, we interview, but the way we hire people is we get them in here as an intern. We'll have 7 or 8 interns at any one time, working either in accounting or tax or sometimes administrative. And, we get to know them, they get to know us, and hopefully it leads to them joining us full time. For experienced people, I mean, basically it's word of mouth. I think it's reputation. Over the years, we've built an excellent reputation for being, a firm of high quality clients, providing a high level of services. So experienced people, they want to join in with good people that they can learn from, people that they can work with. And so, what I found is, one of the big challenges is people in any industry, as you know, Mark, and the same thing with public accounting. So there's certainly a shortage of accountants. So we have to do what we can to provide the best working environment, the best technology, the best compensation, benefits. And, we're always making sure that we're competitive with other people in our industry. So we've been very fortunate. We've had a lot of people who've joined us. In fact, several of our partners joined us as, I guess 3 of our partners joined us as interns. And, our partner in charge of tax, Neil Zinzer, joined us as an intern. Our partner in charge of assurance services, which is audit and accounting, is Jim Stevenson. And, he joined us as an intern. Megan Reynolds started as an intern in our administrative group. and now she's doing a great job as a partner in our firm. So we've had, we've grown some of the people, and other people we've hired that had been other places that joined us. So it's really constant. I mean, you're always trying to do everything you can to make the environment a fun environment. We have activities throughout the year. We try to involve the families. We try to make the people feel that, this is a family firm, that they can trust us, that, we're here for them, and we want to make sure that they succeed in their career the best they can. We provide significant educational opportunities, as well as great benefits, so, we want to make this a go-to place to work. And I think that's what we've done.
Yeah. And you've got a great reputation in town, in the business community. And, anybody that would ask would back up what you've just said. So,
I appreciate it.
so what about clients? So there's a lot of competition in Louisville, right? There's a lot of accounting firms,
Right.
large, medium, small.
Right.
So, why should people pick Strothman? What is it that says that puts you over the top in terms we're the best choice?
I think we're the best choice, mainly due to our entrepreneurial attitude. We're an entrepreneurial firm serving entrepreneurs. I mean, obviously, we also serve governments. We audit the city of Louisville, audit the city of Lexington. We audit many school districts, a number of nonprofits. But our main clientele are business owners. And basically, we work with those business owners to, help them grow, to improve their wealth, make their business more profitable, save them on taxes. And it's a one-on-one thing. We employ innovative practices to help, not only from a tax perspective, but we also have a data services group within our firm to help clients better obtain data that they can use to manage their business. So our profession is moving more and more towards advisory and away from the compliance type work. Artificial intelligence has done a lot to change that. For example, I mean, I'm preparing taxes now. A tax preparer doesn't enter data. Tax preparer basically reviews the data that our software has scanned in to populate a tax return. So it's really changed in terms of what we do. So we're moving more towards advisory and away from compliance. Audits are the same way. Blockchain is, and some of the artificial intelligence has changed the way audits are done. We can select samples and do a lot more in less time than we did before. So it's just a different world. So I think one of the things we've done is to stay up with technology and make sure that we're always state-of-the-art technology in everything that we do.
Yeah. So tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about advisory services, because I remember when you started really branching out into that and worked with part of your team early on in those days, and I know it's expanded a lot since then. So tell our viewers more about what does it mean to get advisory services from a firm like yours?
Well, it depends on the needs. We're not a cookie cutter firm. We're more of a needs oriented firm. So, we evaluate the needs of every client. But we have many business owners that really can't afford a full-time CFO, can't afford a full-time controller. So we provide outsourced CFO, outsourced controller type services. We also have, we've developed a group within our firm. We have the Entrepreneurial Business Services Group, but within that group, we have our CAS group, Client Advisory and Accounting Services, to where many companies, there's a shortage of people, so they're not able to hire competent bookkeepers or there's issues. So they'd rather hire us to handle their accounting and bookkeeping needs, or their CFO type needs, their controller type needs. And they find that it's actually less expensive. They don't have to worry. If you have one person, they can get sick, their children get sick. If you go to Strothman, you're looking at 85 people. You got a great depth of service providers, so that we're always going to be there, and we're always going to make sure that our clients have timely and accurate financial information, and we can properly advise them. We also have industry groups within our firm. We've always been big on manufacturing and distribution, which is big in the Louisville area. Real estate development and construction is a big component. Professional services is a big component. Nonprofit and government is a big component. But we have a lot of different variety of clients that we serve. We don't have any one industry, but we have specialists within each of those industries,
Okay.
That will serve that group, whether it's real estate or construction or manufacturing or, professional services. So we can always assign someone to an account that has great experience in that area so that they hit the ground running. So if someone changes CPA firms, it's not going to be a big deal. In fact, we're going to come up with new ideas. In many cases, I'll perform a second opinion, or our firm will perform a second opinion on returns, and we'll come up with ways to not only reduce taxes going forward, but to amend returns and get refunds from the past. From what you find is that some accountants will rely too much on the software. And if you just rely on the software, sometimes you miss things.
Mhm.
So, we go beyond the software. We really evaluate the returns and make sure we haven't missed any thing, because the tax preparation software doesn't always give you the best answer.
Right. So what are some of the, for the viewers who aren't, aware, so what are some of the other benefits of, having industry specific, like the professional services? What makes that an even better solution than just your general, CPA firm?
Well, I think it's being a specialist versus going to a general practitioner. I mean, if you have someone that's familiar with your industry, I think it presents an opportunity that they hit the ground running. They know the lingo, they know what. And every business has key performance indicators, KPIs.
Mhm.
So we work with our clients in developing dashboards so that they can evaluate how they're doing. It's like keeping score. One of the great things about accounting is we're scorekeepers. We want to make sure that we're making money, but so there's different kind of indicators, leading and lagging indicators. So we work with our clients to develop those dashboards and not only look at historical, but also projected future operations. So I think it's just knowing the business. It's just being smart and helping them do what's best for them and their families.
Right. Okay. So when you look at the state of accounting and accounting services and services, what do you see coming for your industry in serving the business community, say, in the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, I think that what we've seen in the last 3 to 5 years is a significant increase in the use of technology. I see that as increasing. I don't see that as changing. In terms of obtaining information, it's much easier now. Obviously, I mean, you can Google, you can do whatever. You have the artificial intelligence that I think will affect every industry. And I think it's certainly going to affect our industry going forward. So what I see in our business is that our people will become more spending their time on advice or advisory services as compared to the compliance services. So to be more, what can we do strategy wise? What can we do to lower our taxes? How can we structure our business? What can we do relative to extracting data and using that data to make good management decisions?
Mhm.
So that's the trend, advisory as compared to compliance.
So what does that mean in terms of, the training you have to do for your staffing to, for your team to be great at that? Because that's a different type of work than they were trained in school or, in their career up till now. How do you get them?
Well, we have various programs within our firm. We have we're part of a group called Mindset, in which or Mind Shop, excuse me, not Mindset.
Okay.
Mindset's important, but
Yeah.
uh, where we literally, work with some outside consultants that consult with the CPA industry to really help us in terms of what are the trends, what do we need to do, how can we train our people to be better advisors to our clients. So really, it's educational programs, and it's just an attitude within the firm.
Okay. I like that. So, what advice would you have? And if you could convey one really important thing to our listeners who are business owners, what idea or thought do you want them to know that you think is really important that you see, as you see a lot of businesses through your company, but also in your networks, and that, what's one piece of advice you'd have for business owners
Well,
to help
I think,
them?
obviously, people is what it's all about. So, I mean, somehow you need to have, you know, you need to have core values. You need to have a culture, that provides for the needs of your people. And, the key in today's environment is really attracting and retaining the key people, the best people.
Mhm.
And I think the way you do that is, it's not only compensation benefits. I think a lot of it is how you treat your people. I think it needs to start from the top. All of the people need to be treated with trust and respect. When I first started in business, I had a business coach similar to you. Unfortunately, he passed away. But he had on his desk a sign, and it say "Pay mental wages daily." So his advice to me, and my advice to the group viewers, is pay mental wages daily. You should show appreciation. You should look for ways to praise your people, because compensation is important. You need to be competitive, but you also need to have an environment in which they enjoy being there, that they want to come to work every day, that they like being with you, they like being with the organization, and they really are working towards a common goal, to make the company successful and provide the goods, products, or services for the clientele. So really, it's just do what you can to create a fun environment that people enjoy coming to work, and they just can't wait to do what they do. So if you can somehow accomplish that, then you're going to be successful in any business you're in.
Awesome. So we've covered a lot of ground here, and I've got a few kind of rapid fire questions, just quick
Sure.
ones.
All right.
So what's the key to success in your mind?
Hard work
Okay.
and relationships. Hard
And
work and relationships.
Okay. Hard work and
You got to work
relationships.
hard, but you also have to develop relationships.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what's one book that you're reading now or that you've read recently that you highly recommend to our listeners?
Well, I read the Bible on a regular basis. I highly recommend the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
I attend Southeast Christian Church, and they have amazing sermons that I listen to also. I'm also reading a book called The Go-Giver. It's a book Dick Wilson, a friend of mine, referred to me. He also got me out to University of Louisville. I'm on the President's Council, and we have a mentoring program. So what he does and what I'm doing is having the student read this book. It's all about giving back versus taking. It's becoming a giver in life and not a taker in life. And so it's called The Go-Giver.
Awesome. I'll have to add that to my list and for my clients as well. So thank you for that.
Okay.
So if you could choose one area of your business to improve immediately, like this week, what would it be?
Number one is, even though we do all these great things, I think it's retention.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the key to success is retaining your people. So in today's environment, we have some people that come and stay forever. I mean, they love it. But, other people, the generational gap, Gen Zs or whatever, they somehow have the attitude that they need to move on to be successful. So somehow I'd say the big thing is just improving our retention to where we have less than 10% turnover.
Okay. Awesome. And that's clearly on the minds of every entrepreneur out there and
Absolutely.
business owner. Absolutely.
Right.
So awesome. So last question, Ray. So what's most inspiring to you? What inspires you most?
I think the thing that inspires me most is the success of our people and the success of our clients. I mean, you don't get into this just to make money. I mean, I've done well financially, but you need to have another purpose. And really, it's really been gratifying to me to see so many of our people. I mentioned the people that started as interns and now they're partners with the firm. I have many clients that started out with nothing and now they make a hell of a lot more money than I do. So, so it's really gratifying to be a part of the success of people's lives, whether it's one of our employees or one of our clients.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing that. Appreciate that. So, to our viewers and listeners, this has been Ray Strothman, founder chairman. We could go on forever,
Yes.
but I don't want to take up any more Ray's time. But a lot of great nuggets out there around culture and people and building an environment for them, as well as looking ahead and how to use technology
Right.
and advance your services. So really appreciate you for sharing that with us today. Listeners, really appreciate you doing this. If you enjoyed this, like it, share it with your friends. This has been Mark McNulty and Ray Strothman, and I appreciate you and see you all next time. Thanks.
Thank you, Mark.